Hey, friendly faces, happy Thursday. Well, if it is Thursday, actually, when you are listening to this video. So, this is quite an old video. I think it's about 5 years ago when I just started posting on YouTube, and it was still one of the videos or one of the cakes I did that was fondant decorating. I sucked at the time, I still suck at it, and I still hate working with fondant. And today I thought I am going to share this video and talk to you little bit about fondant, covering cakes, and why I felt that I had to stop. I don't know how you guys feel about fondant. I certainly have seen other bakers out there do magic with it, and I have to tell you, I haven't gotten to a place where I actually like it. I stopped completely about 2 years ago when I still baked for clients. I didn't make fondant at all. I hated using it. And it's just a hassle to keep it smooth if you don't use ganache over it. And then it becomes expensive. And when you use ganache and your fondant itself, I usually made my own fondant, which took a lot of time because the store-bought ones just tasted awful to myself. So I made the marshmallow fondant by hand usually. So that had taken time to prepare as well in the beginning. And apart from being expensive, and even though the marshmallow fondant tastes better, I still wasn't convinced, and it took longer to decorate. And sometimes when you just don't get the heat right with the buttercream underneath, they blop and they make crazy little, I don't know what you call it, bubbles on the side, air bubbles, and I hated every second of doing that. So even though I personally feel that fondant is a little bit overrated. Like I said, I have seen amazing bakers out there who does absolutely magic with it, and even the customers saying it's delicious and they love it. But yeah, like this having to need it, it takes time and effort, and you have to have all of this together to get it right, all the right tools or the right consistency, so it doesn't tear, and the tips and tricks to get it right again when it tears. It was just too much of a hassle with me. This was like the first, at the way very beginning, when I did everything and anything to please anyone with the baking. And yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think of fondant cover cakes. I'm absolutely in love with only buttercream or vanilla frosting cakes. It made me happy. It's so much less hassle to do, and with a little practice, I got it right. Maybe I didn't stick out too long with the fondant, but yeah, this is one of my first ever videos I made with the fondant covered cakes, and as you will see in a second, I really didn't take my time with it. I tried, and there's a lot of tips and tricks that you can do with fondant to get it perfect. If I remember correctly, this was actually a 2-tier cake, and having all of those pressure on you when you make cakes like this is crazy. I know the anxiety from making cakes for clients really got to me about 2 years ago, and I am so happy that I stopped, but I am not regretting all the years of baking. I learned so much, and I enjoyed every second of it. And I would love to share all of my experiences with you all over the years. So maybe in a while I'll do another fondant cake and see if I can still do it, and maybe do it better than I did in this video. But if you are a baker, or even if you are not and aspiring to do fondant, please don't let me put you off to fondant. But I have to tell you, personally, I sucked at it. But if you are a baker and you have any tips for anyone listening to this video, just drop them in the comments below, and we'll have a little bit of a conversation about it. I love learning new stuff all the time. Maybe there's some tips and tricks that I still don't know. Maybe you're like me and just hate working with fondant. I would love to hear your story, why you stopped or why you chose not to. So maybe I can relate a bit. But yeah, like as you can see, guys, getting it over there. Of course, this video is fast forward, so I wish I worked that fast, but I don't. The tears and the stuff and taking the time to get it perfect. I know now that working with ganache under fondant cakes is so much easier because you already have that smooth and sharp edge at the top. The fondant keeps so much better on it. The cake lasts apparently so much longer. I honestly tell you that I haven't worked that long with it until I decided that's about enough for me. And yeah, I think I did a few cakes that was quite better than this one, but truly and honestly, they were like uneven sides, and even though I tried, the sharp edges didn't line up. And it's very gratifying and it's very comforting to see how far you get over the years when you practice at something and you keep trying. And now that I know I can do better, yeah, I will definitely maybe just do a cake for you guys in the future, and you can rate me on it. But yeah, please, I would love to hear with you, have a conversation with me, drop in the community. I have a little surprise for you there soon, that I will share a free cookie baking guide for you and 6 free recipes as well that I have done over the years. But yeah, welcome to a very old video. Thank you so much for hanging around and following me, and I hope we get to share a lot more in the coming months and years. Yeah, just have you guys a great night, day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.